Hi guys, thank you so much for joining my channel. We are going to do story time today. So today is Friday. My plans going forward is that every Friday I'll do a story time. So I'll tell you guys something about me, something about why I opening up my business, why I decided to do YouTube. So all that fun stuff will be coming soon. So for today, we are going to talk about opening up a business during 2020, during COVID, which is crazy. But I did it and I want to share that story with you guys. Hi guys, welcome back. So we are going to talk about opening up a business in 2020 during COVID. So it wasn't easy. And we're gonna start, I'm gonna push back a little bit starting at hair cuttery stage. So I've been in the hair industry for going on 7 years, or I think 7 going on 8 years, to be honest. I don't remember. You know, we come from hair school, so technically it's probably 8 going on 9, or anyways, 8 years, somewhere there. Um, we're gonna talk about me opening up my business in 2020, how hard it was, the struggle, the things I know, the things I didn't know. It was a lot. So 5.5 years ago, or more like 6 years now, since I've been in my new business for about a year. About 5.5 years I worked at hair cuttery, and everything was good. I was doing good. I never really have the drive to open up my own business. I didn't really want it. I mean, maybe somewhere in the back of my mind, like way back there, I wanted it, but I kind of didn't know if it's something I was ready for. And I'm a person like this who's always like, the time is not now, it's not the right time, I'll just wait until the time is right. It turns out there is no right time. And I've learned that with a lot of things that I've done so far, like there isn't any right time to do certain things. Yes, you can wait, you can prepare, you'll never be ready, you can plan, plans will change. So it's a lot of that happened during last year. We're in a new year now. It was crazy. Okay, so starting in March, COVID happened. At least that's when I know about COVID. I didn't know how scary it was, so I was afraid in the beginning. I'm not saying I'm not afraid anymore. I still am. But my fear was just so bad back in March. And we were still open up until March 19th. I remember my last day was March 19th. And it was frustrating for me because here I am, like working with clients doing eyebrow wax and, shampooing hair. Like I'm literally in their face. So it was scary. I didn't know what to expect. So I was trying to prepare myself the best way I know how. I mean, good thing we know about sanitation and disinfecting, like all that kind of stuff. We kind of did all that in hair school. Obviously, you have to know that. So that helped. I did all that I could to protect myself in the beginning when I didn't know how scary it was. But I was frustrated because we're still working and a lot of places were already closing down. And then eventually they issued the stay-at-home order. Like no one could go anywhere. Like you couldn't do anything. Of course, I had great plans for 2020. Opening up a business wasn't one of them. I think my opening up a business would have been more like a 2021 thing than a 2020. I wanted to buy a home first, which we were going to do, but then we decided, opening up a business first might be a better idea because you're more equipped and you know what to expect. Because opening up a business isn't easy and you don't know what to expect, so you don't want any surprises. Anyways, I'm not gonna talk too much about all of that. We're just gonna talk about opening up a business 2020. For me, I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know what to expect. I honestly I don't think I've ever actually put any thought into renting a booth or a suite. I had no clue. I was clueless. So here it is, May 17th. All salons are open. We could go back to work now. But my salon, Hair Cuttery, wasn't open yet. And they wouldn't be open for a while. And me not knowing what was gonna happen, my fear of my clients seeking help from others, or go getting their hair messed up somewhere else. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna let that happen. So I pushed, and eventually I said, you know what, it's May 17th, salons open up today. What am I supposed to do? I slept on it. May 18th roll around, I wake up and I was like, you know what? I told my husband, I'm like, let's go look at salon suites. Let's go see what they look like. Because I've never actually walked into one. Like I said, I didn't say that, but I'm a comfort zone person. Like if I'm used to something, I'm just used to something, and it should just stay like that forever. It's sad. So bad. That's why 2021, I'm like, get out, do more, stop being like that. Like you don't need to walk around and not walk around. You don't need to be stuck. Like you can grow, you can advance, you can do a lot more. And the only person that can stop you from doing something is you. My husband always say that. And he also always say that you only fail if you don't try. Or that's actually not his saying. What's his saying? You only need a plan B if you're planning on failing. Anyways, I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I'll ask him. He'll tell me. Probably gonna say it at some point. So yes, I opened up my business. So we decided we're gonna look at salon suites, see what they have to offer. I call around. About 4 of them were available. I get the chance to look at like 4, and the first one I looked at, it was really close to my job, my haircuttery job. Like it was literally around the corner from it, and I want something modern, something cute. You know how they always say you'll know when you see it, and that kind of goes for everything. Your home, a dress, just anything in general. Like you'll know what you're looking for when you see it. And that was kind of the case with the salon suite I'm currently at right now. So I looked at like 3 more. One of them, it was just too much cupboards or cabinets. I feel like the space was cluttered, and I wanted something more open. Like if it's gonna be cluttered, I want to clutter it, not me buying it cluttered. So of course, or renting it cluttered. So of course I was like, that's not necessarily the one for me. Another one, I didn't look at it because it didn't include anything at all, and I am new to this. Like I didn't know if I was gonna rent a chair or a booth or a suite, or if it's supposed to have furniture, or if it's not supposed to have not furniture, but like furniture, if it's supposed to be furnished. Like I didn't know any of that. So I walk in, we had our meeting. I'm a talker, so I'm gonna try to speed this up and not drag it out forever. But anyways, I called the lady, we called a couple places, we looked at another one. That one was actually my second one, the one I'm currently at right now. I look at that one second, and I decided, you know what, this is it. Like even my husband, like he was like, yeah, this is the one. Like I think you're gonna like it. So we end up talking to the lady. We went back the next day, which I think was the 19th of May, and we signed the papers, and we were in our suite. Well, I was in my suite. I was trying to open up on the 20th. Wait, now that I'm thinking about that, am I wrong? Oh, Lord, I don't remember exactly. I'll get the dates correct and I'll let you guys know. But I think, yeah, because that's a little close to the date I opened. Or were salons open the week before? Oh my gosh, I should have done my research a little bit more. But I've been repeating or saying this forever, so I think now I believe that I did. But I know we looked at salon suites, say the Monday, and I opened up my business the following Wednesday. So not that Wednesday in that week, we opened up my business the next week. I was trying to open up sooner because I want to get my clients in early. And I didn't call anyone yet because I didn't know how it was gonna go. So, anyways, I'm trying to speed it up. I end up talking to the lady that I'm renting my suite from, my landlord, and she gave me a list of all the things that I was supposed to do. Well, I didn't understand what she was telling me to do, and oh man, I'm thinking this is gonna have to be a part 2 for this video. So I didn't understand exactly what she was telling me, and so I originally opened up my business using my first and last name. I tried to come up with my business name, which this is a funny story too. Back in hair school, we were told to create a goal, like your dream salon that you want to own in the future. Well, I did. My name for my salon was created 8 years ago. Like, I will share that with you guys in another video of how I created my name and, you know, more details on it. But I created my name for my salon 8 years ago. I am pretty creative, so of course I had to outdo myself. And my salon, my dream salon, which this isn't my dream salon right now. I got places to go. It turns out I could create a dream salon, but when it comes to actually working towards that dream salon, I didn't quite have the drive. So anyways, we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to move on, opening up my business in 2020 during COVID. It turns out I need to apply for a business license, an EIN number, a city, because of where I'm located. I know it's different everywhere, but because of where I'm located, I also needed a city, a county business tax receipt and a city business tax receipt. So I needed both of those. I don't know how to do that. Like, I didn't know who to call, but luckily my landlord gave me all the numbers. She made everything so easy for me. I still, because of how quick I was trying to open up my salon, I ended up opening up and end up pushing or speeding it up. So because of that, I didn't know until, oh gosh, I was supposed to open my business Wednesday. Here it is Monday, and I didn't know that I was supposed to register my business on Sunbiz. I didn't know that. So it's Monday, I'm trying to open Wednesday. So I had to register my business on Sunbiz, contact my business tax receipt lady. Turns out I did the application but didn't submit it correctly. So I end up having to redo everything. And here it is Monday. I have literally 2 days to open and nothing is ready other than my suite, pretty much, which I think I was so excited about decorating that I got carried away and I couldn't wait and I wasn't focusing on everything else. With all that being said, I end up opening up my business in my name, my first and last name. Then I figured, I asked her, I was like, is it like hard to change my name in the future? And she was like, no, you just gotta let me know and I'll help you out with the process. And that's what I did. Except it was hard. It was hard. It was so hard. Oh my gosh, when I say I cried, tears, sweat, everything, like it was so hard. Because it was backwards. I did everything backwards, guys. Like, I get the suite, start prepping everything, submit the application on Friday, submit it wrong, then have to redo it, resend it on Monday. Luckily, she got it over to me right like Tuesday evening and at Monday evening, like late in the evening. I was supposed to now go to the tax collector office and then get my county tax receipt with the business tax receipt that I was supposed to get that I messed up on. And here it is Tuesday. I'm waiting early in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, here. I send her the correct one. She sent it to me. It came through. I was at the DMV. It came through 1 minute before my number was called. I was like, oh my gosh, like this cannot get any harder. And then it got even harder because I kept going from one DMV to the next, to the next, to the next. And it was during COVID, so you have to make an appointment to go anywhere to do anything. Yeah, I made like 6 appointments at 4 different DMVs, making sure that I was available. So it so happened that I was supposed to take my mom in to the DMV. So with her appointment, I ended up asking if I could squeeze my appointment in, and they were like, yeah, just go get your stuff and come in. I already have an appointment Tuesday evening, that same day in the evening, to go get my county tax receipt. So it turned out that everything worked out. I got my business tax receipt. So here I am at like 11 on Tuesday. I'm trying to open tomorrow, Wednesday. So here I am at like 11 something. I'm like, okay, my husband was with me. So I was like, okay, now we need an EIN number. What's the EIN number? I do know about it because I filed my taxes, but I never put any thought into it until now I have to get my own. So did my research, Google how to get it, call the bank, let them know I need to open up a bank account. How do I do that for my business? What do I need? Well, they told me I will need an EIN number and I don't remember exactly what else I needed, but EIN number was one of them. And I got my EIN number like I was told. Again, I did it in my first and last name because I'm assuming if that process wasn't that hard to change my name, then the process to change my DBA through my business name through IRS won't be that hard either. Well, I'm in January. I submit my application in April of last year. Nothing yet. So yes, I'm gonna call them. I tried calling. I didn't get much information. It's hard to reach them. Like, it's really hard. So everything that I did so far opening up my business was done backwards. Like, I did everything backwards. And I eventually, I did apply for my fictitious name, all that. The fictitious name, I think, took about 3 days. My business name, I think that took about a week. And I was already way into opening after I, registered for my name. So obviously I had to use my first and last name. Eventually I decided, all right, now I can't do this anymore. I'm getting frustrated. I'm going from DMV to DMV asking questions. I'm calling. I end up, eventually I was like, okay, my husband ended up getting an accountant for me. And I know it's weird finding an accountant in the beginning of opening up my business, but I needed direction. I didn't know what to do. I was so confused. And eventually, I keep saying eventually a lot, but anyways, it worked out and I got the answers I needed. 2 weeks into opening up my business, or 3 weeks, I got the answer I needed and everything worked out for the most part. All I ended up doing was just waiting. Obviously, I have to change my name in order to get my bank account in my business name. So my name needs to match my EIN number. Still doing that process right now, guys. But so far, during 2020, opening up a business during COVID, you couldn't go anywhere. You need appointments to go places. Places where the salons were out of almost everything I need. When it comes to sanitation, like, I feel like everyone, they buy up gloves and barbicides, and there wasn't much for anybody else. And a lot of businesses were closing down. So because of that, a lot of us end up opening up our own business. So then now we need products. They were out of almost everything. Like, I could hardly find products to get, or the tools, the things I needed. Some of them I had to order and wait. Luckily, that part of the process for me was smooth. It was so smooth. I was like, this is meant to be, like, it got to. It turned out that it wasn't as hard to open up, to get the things I needed in order to open up on the 20th. I got all the things I needed. I ordered a box of masks, which was scary for me because I wasn't sure when that was gonna come, but it came the day before I opened. Everything was rushed, and I'm just gonna say, like, don't rush. Take your time. You make a lot of mistakes when you rush, and that's something I do, and I still do. I'm gonna try to work on it, but I rush. I just always have to figure out the quickest and easiest way to do things, and that's my problem. Sometimes it's not necessarily the easiest way for me because I end up redoing it because I mess up. So, and that's what happened while I was opening up my business. Anyways, I'm not gonna drag this video out too much. I have a lot more stories to share with you guys, but this one, I'm gonna sum it up by saying it was a success 8 months later. Everything started falling into place, except my EIN number, of course, but everything else started falling into place and everything worked out. But I will say, take your time. And if your goal is to do it cheap and efficient, do it. Because at the end of the day, if you're planning on doing this for a long time, you will have the time to do it. And that was something I wish I realized in the beginning before I started rushing everything. Because then I tried to rush things, but COVID slowed everything down. And so it didn't quite work out that way. So anyways, now that we're ending this video, guys, I have a lot more stories to share, like I said. Every Friday will be story time, so tune in, watch my videos. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe, comment, subscribe. I'm Jamaican, so I will mess up with certain words every now and then. Anyways, oh, that's gonna be cool. That's coming too. My history, where I'm from, and you know, a little things about me. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really enjoy sharing this story with you guys, and I would love to share it with you guys again if you're interested. If my video got your attention, subscribe, guys. Like, there's gonna be more fun stuff coming, and I want to share it with you. Stay up to date. That's the way to do it. Anyways, thank you. Peace out, guys.